Welcome back, everybody, to the grand finals of the Southern Regional here at Esports U. I'm Combo, joined here by the one only beautiful, beautiful Crow. How we doing today, man?
I'm so excited. The weekend is over. I'm alive. There are many
Yeah.
shenanigans, but we're here covering some wonderful Smash Ultimate action. Like you said, the grand finals here. Both teams have qualified for Texas,
That's
but this is
right.
just going to determine mostly the seeding order, rather. Who's getting that all important bye in the bracket round.
Right, UT Arlington just clutched up literally right before we're playing here in grand finals. They're playing out losers finals. They clutched up against LQ, who they had lost to previously in the Southern Regional. So it's a nice way to got the revenge. They would to run everything back, and now they're actually proper qualified here for CECC Texas. But don't fret if you weren't able to qualify just yet. You got two more opportunities, at least two more if you're in Texas. Otherwise, at least one more for everybody, and that's going to be the LCQ. I believe registration is open for just a couple more weeks, and it should be taking place sometime early April, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll be looking at a specifically Texas qualifier event as well, since we're going to have more Texas representation if we're going to have finals here in Texas. So UNT, UTD, and so on and so forth. Hopefully, you guys all pull up and really put on a show for us for the Texas qualifiers, and hopefully we'll see you at finals. But now let's focus in here on what we got between Winthrop and UTA. They have not played earlier in bracket this event because LCU sent them down to losers, and then LCU themselves getting sent down by Winthrop. Winthrop being, the favored champions to win right now, already qualified for CECC Texas finals before this event even. But nonetheless, going to be super, super exciting either way. How we feeling about our opening lineup here with Peanut and Beasley?
It's
Mr.
gonna be
Crow.
dope. It's gonna be so dope. I mean, people know me in the Smash scene. I am a Peanut fanboy. Honestly, just one of my favorite players. It makes Mega Man look so cool. It's actually ridiculous. But Beasley, UC Arlington, their Smash team is so dope. Been seeing them reoccurring. Usually you see them in like the final spot, the top four spot, etc. over multiple conferences and tournaments throughout the years in collegiate. It's a very strong matchup. I do like starting off with Beasley. He's a very good opener, very good middle of the pack, or middle of the order rather, lineup player as well. So having him in one of the starting three spots is really nice to see.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, people always talk up the strength of the UT Arlington scene in particular, and how it's kind of been a bit of a takeover over TSW as a whole recently. We got the Mega Man.
Yeah.
Now, favorite characters, a lot of in and out on the side of to find that opening once you land the banana. Otherwise, you have to be dealing with this wall that Mega's going to put up. Leaf shield. You got your lemons going out. It's gonna be a bit rough here for Beaston to deal with right off the bat. But once you get those Diddy Kong openings in, it's a whole different story.
Yep, I do. One thing I really do love about Peeb in this matchup, he's going to be using a lot of Leaf Shield Metal Blade as offensively as he can. As you see right there, going off stage and under it, making sure Beasley has no chance to even try to recover. Taking that stock, that is so disgustingly aggressive.
Yeah, that was definitely a hallmark of experience on how to be dealing with Diddy Kong's off stage. Wouldn't be surprised with a player with the caliber of Peanut. And okay, now we got Beastie
Okay.
something to start. He tries to go for the tech chase down tilt, doesn't quite land it here. It's right back to Peanut playing out the space game, throwing out the Metal Blades when you can. Metal Blades gonna go back, but not gonna link to that dash attack. Beastie's still looking for something. Can't get anything started.
Yo, that shield from Beasley blocking that fully charged Mega Buster was actually so pivotal there. I thought that was going to break the shield, actually, but you're right. Beasley needing to answer back very, very fast. Whoa, that down air avoidance? Are you serious right now? He has to be constantly moving in this matchup. And one thing I also wanted to highlight, the use of how what turns the neutral of the maneuvers from both Peeb and Beasley with the banana, but also the Metal Blade. It is like, bro, they're up free grab, free real estate. As soon as it appears on the ground, either one of them can snatch it up, and you definitely see Beasley utilizing both of these.
Now play the slow game, able to secure this first stock. There we go with that upside to pick up. Playing really threading the needle all throughout that rest of the stock. I do want to call it a very specific interaction there where Peanut got sent flying, and we had Banana in hand with Beastly. Tries to jump to bait an air-to-air challenge, but actually fast falls and punishes the landing lag of the aerial with the Banana to get it confirmed further onwards. That's so smart. So it's just a small little thing to catch people, but even someone like Peanut can get caught, and now Beastly actually able to secure a lead right now after getting some really nice, well-earned air dodge reads. Uh-oh, you got Leaf Shield jump in, though. Could be Peanut's turn.
Yep. I mean, like I said, he has to be consistently moving, like using as much as mobility from Diddy as possible. And the way he was able to take that last stock, it was just so much great movement from Beastly, being able to tie it up and now pull ahead, like you had said, into this second stock right now in this opening. And both of these two players are so fun to watch, especially when they're energized and ready to go after, UTA just had that really good match against Lubbock to get here. Looks for the denial off stage. No jetpack, no problem. Takes it, but immediately is it equalized? No, Beastly cannot recover the stock upon getting off the platform. He's looking to try to go so maybe for the up smash again, but not quite there. Peanut sitting at 132, still staying alive here for a moment.
That's right. Even despite getting kind of chunked by these bananas, it's not actually leading to anything. Now we're seeing Beastly fishing for these down tilts to get this scoop. Even at almost 140%, we might be out of that range fairly soon. This is getting a bit terrifying here for Beastly. That war of attrition is going to really start to hurt. 46.9% behind and likely continue to add up real soon. Get that landing down. It will actually get punished. What a fantastic pickup with that up smash. Well, maybe Beastly's not too far behind here, actually. I was worried that, the Mega Man advantage state would really start rolling and Diddy Kong could not find an opening. But here we are, running up with the banana yet again. This could be Beastly's chance to turn things around. It is still a deficit, though. And even one stock on Peanut moving on the rest of UT Arlington's team is going to be absolutely fatal.
Oh yeah, I mean the fact that these are just the starters in this opening of this crew battle, already down both of their last stock, like that shows you the caliber of both of these teams. And going for something off the top blast, so not quite enough to take out Peanut. So they're both sitting pretty at 60, a little bit more on Beastly to 65. And God, this is so good. They're keeping up pace with each other, just even Stevens as they can, trying to drop for that advantage state. Peeb looking to close the one out. Shield not quite doing it, but the grab goes for the forward throw, not necessarily being able to take him out, but massive damage laid onto him.
Right. It's really hard for Beastly to continually play at that kind of peak banana range just because of how much Mega Man has to respond to it. But the Crash Bomber is going to proc in the air with a fantastic follow from Peanut with that forward air flame slash to close out this first player here on the side of UT Arlington. Winthrop, only one stock though. You don't have to have a super crazy lead with just one stock. It only depends on who is UT Arlington going to send in next to just guarantee removal, right? Get this dude out of here. Don't let any momentum start swinging. So I know we got a couple players, potentially in contention here for UT Arlington, right? We got Atomic in the back. We got potentially Memphis. We got Skids, Kyle, and Vibe, right? With Winthrop, we've got a pretty consistent solid 4 coming out, right? With besides Peanut, of course, CJ Frozen, Anarchy, and Lima. But UT Arlington, they got a couple more people to play around with right now. And the question now is going to be, who do you want to send in up against a monstrous Mega Man with just one stock? What's the fastest way to secure an immediate Mega Man kill? I don't know. It's gonna be.
I mean, look, Atomic is right there. Like,
that's
if there's one person, person, I'm immediately going to think of off the top of my head. Getting an Atomic there. Rob, very consistent, very good explosive early damage as well up against Mega Man. I do like that matchup. Hey, if Kyle's playing in this 4, throw in the Snake if you really want to try and get him out fast. Like, that is also an option. Like I said, UTA's lineup is just really stacked with a lot of killers, a lot of great players. And it's honestly, any of them are right for the job.
I'm seeing it. Only thing that worries me about a Rob here is that, like you said, right, very consistent damage, fairly consistent character, but also known for being combo food. Right, you're just getting clipped by everything, and a lot of that's going to hurt. And I feel like you give that sort of consistency to Mega Man, right? Which Mega Man doesn't always have that sort of combo consistency available at all times. A lot of times you might just have to be playing, sit back, throw projectiles, hoping everything's going to work out for you, type of thing, right? But now you're up against Rob, who has a higher chance of getting clipped by a bunch of stuff, right? That leaf shield's gonna get a lot more annoying, right? You might be able to space out flame slashes up against those Rob nairs. Like, it could be a lot, but looks like we're gonna be sending in Vibe with the Pokemon trainer. Okay, I see you. I'm personally a big fan of Vibe here, so I'm excited to see some more Pokemon trainer action coming in here on Peanut. Let's get it going, Crow.
Okay. Peeb only got 1. Look, I know you got Jay-Z in your corner cheering you on, but with this one stock, it's gonna be a real tall task to get it done, Mega Man.
It's gonna be a bit. We're popping off over here 2 small battlefields. Starting off with the Squirrel. Gonna want to get that consistent early combo damage as fast as possible. Ooh, that Rising Flame Slash doesn't get punished with the Rising Fair from Squirtle. And instead we get more Flame Slash spacing on the side of Peeb. Now here's the Leaf Shield. Okay, wow. Smash attack to catch the jump in, but still the percent's not looking too good for Vibe just yet.
That's a dope answer. I never would have thought of that. Like, honestly, using the smash like that. be like, get up off me. It's like, I mean, I guess it makes sense of where it covers, but now switching into the Ivysaur, Vibe is definitely going to be feeling fine and dandy in this matchup. Nice. On 89 already here. Whoop, looking for down there sneak. Vibe trying to close the one out as fast as possible, but there is that potential. Remember, Peeve is a very, very strong player and has the potential to upset very, very easily. You can get one stock off before he falls. That's all he asked for. But now the switch into the big Charizard, the big lizard himself. So this is going to be real, real scary how easily Vibe can claim a stock here, which is one short little combo.
The one Metal Blade throw into dash attack was already looking scary enough as it is, but of course, Vibe's going to be trying to space out that tipper back air to secure a stock nice and early. Oh, there it was. Catch the jump. Nice little swing of the tail. Beautiful right there. Great stuff there to UT Arlington and Vibe to even things up between Winthrop and UT Arlington. Okay, clean. This is what you want to be seeing if you're UT Arlington, right? Especially since you're coming in for the loser side, you actually kind of have a one-game deficit up against Winthrop. Right. Winthrop only has to win 2 games here instead of 3. This is a natural best of 5, except Winthrop has that 1-game advantage coming in from winner side. So UT Arlington has definitely got their work cut out for them, but this is a good way to start the pace of this first game here, open up the set, get a feel for one another, and be like, okay, you know what? Vibe can maybe deal with Peanut in a certain situation like this. If it happens again, keep that in mind, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I guess Winthrop, they're not stressing it too hard because they kind of know to have that advantage, but it is just like something more for UT Arlington to, keep their wits about them on, right? They're very much in this basket of, hey, we can't afford to slip up at all here in this final, so it's very nice to see them. And like I said, Vibe coming in, very, very strong player in their own right. I haven't seen too much of them this past year, so I do remember a few of their matches though, but hey, that back air Charizard looking real nice. So I'm looking to see how well they do. Okay, I was about to say who they're going up against next.
Send an Anarchy. We have been ourselves a bit of a Pokemon battle here. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to pop on over to PS2 as well. Keep it thematically consistent. I mean, hey, Pokemon Day was just a couple days ago, right? No reason we can't keep celebrating.
On my birthday, yep.
There you go.
Me and Pokemon are extremely linked. To flex the Mega Stone bracelet as always.
Oh, wow. Okay, you rep it. Wait, Mega Stone bracelet. You must be happy with the return to Kalos then.
So much.
You're living good, man. You're living good.
I was so happy. Like, I'm definitely getting that day one. It's gonna be super nice. Like, and the gameplay changes too. Where Xenoblade Chronicles now apparently.
It's a whole nother world, man. I can't stop winning, bro. I can't stop winning. I'm super excited, super happy. But let's see. Now let's take a look at this kind of matchup in theory, right? Here we got Greninja versus Pokemon Trainer. So, of course, Pokemon Trainer's got the classic. You're dealing with Squirtle. Kind of that early game damage, especially since now Greninja's a little bit taller and definitely a fast faller. So he's getting hit with a lot more Squirtle stuff than anyone would like to be getting hit by. Also falling into a lot more Ivysaur stuff. But it's going to be pretty slippery when dealing with Charizard. The only thing is, he's going to be a bit lanky. He might get clipped by things like random side Bs or back airs. But generally, I think it's more about do not fall into disadvantage against Ivysaur or especially Squirtle, because that's going to rack up to so much. And of course, Greninja kind of has to work hard to hit some of those consistent, inconsistent combos. It's a hard life, right? Sometimes even dash attack forward air is just not doing what you want it to be doing, right? Or down to up smash, you're just falling out of the tipper hitbox sometimes. It's tough. It's tough being a Greninja player sometimes. And so I'm kind of worried about that too when you're dealing with these smaller hit zones and hitboxes with characters like Squirtle and Ivysaur. Charizard, maybe not too much of a problem, but the other two, it's going to be annoying. It's going to be annoying.
I think they'll do all right in the Ivysaur matchup. I just think Anarchy does play a decent, like a good enough style to keep up decently against the Ivysaur in that matchup. I'm not too worried about that. The Charizard one, absolutely not worried about it. I mean, as long as they don't get caught by any of these strong maneuvers, these strong aerials from Charizard, don't get hit by Flare Blitz. Please, God, don't get hit by one. It's like, you're good. But the Squirtle, early damage can rack up so fast, especially in this matchup particularly. So that is something to watch out for. How long will Vibe stick on the Squirtle in it? Like how much damage are they going to get on before they decide to switch out is something to see. Ivysaur, I do think it might be a little bit of a toss-up. I do think Anarchy would do relatively fine in this matchup, just dealing with the nature of how Vibe plays. But we're about to find out as they are loading in here.
There it is. 3 stocks apiece.
And we're on PS2. Let's go.
Let's do it. Like I said, happy Pokemon Day, everybody. Even if it's a little belated, let's get into it. Duel of our water types to start here. Immediately, Vibe just looking for anything to get a combo started. Oh my goodness! Look at this movement. Finally get a landing Nair here into reverse grab from Anarchy. Doesn't quite connect this time around. Those Nairs will end up connecting to a decent bit of damage, but you're just gonna have to work hard for it. Here it is. This is the Squirtle gameplay. It has begun, Crow. Start off with 43%. I think this is only the beginning.
Ooh. Yeah, like, I mean, it's going to have to show Anarchy having to play a lot more defensive, but now switching into this Ivysaur, like I said, should be able to outspeed, outmaneuver the Ivysaur here, but, you know, a lot of those hitboxes are a little long. We're going to catch him, you know, on the toes, on the little froggy toes, but here we go. Gets immediately grabbed in, Flare, push off, trying to zone him off. The side is, ooh! That's, look, hey, your fast faller, that always catches me off guard.
You never know. You never know when it's coming. Oh, dash attack will get whip punish here with the Razor Leaf, and we're actually going to commit to a Charizard switch here. Fade back forward air is going to land from the side of Anarchy. Also is able to pick up a dash attack, but can't confirm because we love invulnerability.
Why'd you switch there?
Oh, but regular get up still caught with the down smash. Vibe immediately responds with a Razor Leaf into up air. It's a bloodbath out here, Crow.
Okay, see, that was so interesting. Like, Vibe really paid for that blatant switch in right in front of Anarchy. You saw him charging up the smash immediately, like, all right, cool, free. But the answer back was immediate. That was very smart. Now puts them both at two apiece. But like I said, this Squirtle matchup is so difficult for Greninja, who usually is the speedier character. You're getting hit with everything in this Squirtle. Switch it goes for the, oh my god, off the top with Ivysaur, the typical combo coming out. But not quite enough damage off the top just yet. And switching back to the Charizard wants to finish this one off. Ooh, good dodge out from Anarchy. Staying alive, going back to center to reset. Just a dodge out, played it. Patience game a little bit more.
Here we go, now getting jabbed out for his troubles. Oh, the Hydro Pump's going to actually displace Vibe here, but didn't get hard punished despite landing pretty unfavorably on that left platform here at PS2. Didn't seem like Anarchy was super ready for it just yet. And we're getting a jump to recover to center stage here. A Nair is a bit of a get off looking for that boosted forward and spot dodge, reverse uppy to pick up the stock off the top. But it doesn't even matter. You can't jump anywhere to get hit with the tipper up smash in response from Anarchy. Like I said, Crow, once one person gets the ball rolling, they are just taking stocks left and right.
I mean, that's twice. You cannot be right near when he charges that up smash. Is going to connect. So Anarchy being able to get 2 off of those. But again, the Squirtle coming in, immediately evening up that damage. Both of them at 50-50 right off top. And they have to stay consistent with it. Switching down to the Ivysaur now. Looking to close the one out. Probably the down air. Looking for the up air as well. There's one connect. Doesn't go for, you know, the multiple up airs that we normally see from a Greninja when they are able to get their opponents above them. Just, you know, get one in, dip out, reassess. Get caught with the Razor Blade. Dash attack, not gonna connect. Go for that up air again. Tries to go for the up smash. Hey, man, I understand it's worked before, but that was a little ambitious in that part.
Oh, here we go. All right, got some Razor Leaf resets here off that right platform. PS2 looking for that downer pass. The Hydro Pump wasn't quite enough. Got popped. Tries to get the air dodge read, but Vibe doesn't quite get it. Anarchy lands with the Nair, but Vibe's going to drift away too far. Now we're at 118% with Charizard online. One stray hit's going to send Anarchy straight to the Shadow Realm. With an air dodge pass to ledge. We're not going to force it.
Oh, he's got the grab.
Throw. Boom.
That's it.
And that'll do it.
Oof. You said seismic toss to get him off the screen. Woo-hoo. I think that was technically the fastest match that we had in this first game. But, like, it's just the volatility of how quickly they were taking each other's stocks back and forth. Oh,
so
that's
clean.
My favorite. That's my favorite kind of smash.
Super fun. No better way to celebrate Pokemon Day. I think I'm very happy, very pleased with the way things played out there. No, it was great. Super high energy sets, super electrifying. You know, switching up matchups on the fly, utilizing very specific things like, okay, yep, I have invulnerability. When I swap between Pokemon, that makes Greninja's already difficult combos to hit even harder to hit since a lot of them are not going to be true depending on DI. So let me just invul out of them, right? It's not going to be a problem here. But I gotta shout out Vibe's Charizard Gaming, right?
Yeah.
The Charizard really came out to play. Came out to play. We were both kind of theorizing that this might be a bit of a struggle with Greninja because of how much faster Greninja is, how much a lot of things are just going to poke him, whether it be the down tilts, the dash attacks, or even just the random up smash. The up smash did actually just hit Charizard because he was too big, and he died for it, but Charizard still paid his dues, still paid his rent, definitely deserved to be on the team as Vibe pulls through with one stock over Anarchy. Now the question is, can UTR like to start building a lead here? right?
Vibe
Vibe has been on a tear, right? Taking out 1 stock of Peanut without dropping any, right? And then playing out a whole 3 stock on 3 stock with Anarchy and surviving. Barely surviving with 1 stock remaining. So can they do enough damage to CJ Frozen the Snake? Or are they just going to get War of Attrition out, walled out, and grenaded out before they could even do anything?
Man, I mean, like I said, CJ's going to have to end this real fast. Like, Vibe is just so comfortable playing right now. This is the quote-unquote Vibe zone. He only has 1 stock, sure, but, like, he can do a hell of a lot of damage. So we're definitely going to be watching that to see how that goes. Going to small battlefield as the choice for the stage here. This informs the matchup a little bit more. So, I mean, hey, CJ, you just got to pop in and just lock in. Get it back for your team.
This is going to be interesting. We're going to be playing a lot of that kind of annoying mid-range, I imagine. We're going to be sticking to the Ivysaur a lot of the time to try and challenge a lot of Snake's approaches and aerial drifts, as well as, of course, grenading out wherever we can. And Ivysaur's got like these kind of smaller pieces. You're not like necessarily stuck to doing these big damage or like very long combos, rather. And Ivysaur's got some disjoints to play with, so I feel like grenading out isn't going to be as much of an immediate problem compared to playing Squirtle. So I imagine we're going to be looking at a lot of... Ooh, okay, all right. He's got the rotation down lock here to open right back up on Squirtle. This first I see you. Okay, so we're opening up on Squirtle is a very conscious decision here, probably to rack up early damage wherever possible. Here's the Ivysaur swap. This is what I was looking for. This is where we slow down the pace of the game and respect the grenades and just play that mid-range out.
Yep. The immediate switch to the Ivysaur says, "Hey man, don't get near me." Like,
oh, here we go. Here we go, Vibe.
No, don't do it. Okay, Anarchy's up there.
There's a very big part of me that really wanted him to do it.
Yeah, you know, it's like it's such a good clip. It's such a good clip, but man, this is smart gaming from Vibe. Like I said, he's in that Vibe zone. He knows what he needs to do. He's gonna get it done. Right. Anarchy's searching for some answers back right now, trying to just get the grenades peppered in, get that damage fast as he can. But no, Vibe catches the grenade out of the air and finishes them off with the vines.
Wow,
absolutely disgusting.
Right, Vibe's going pretty crazy here on CJ Frozen right now. I'm glad to see the Ivysaur pick is working out very well. The Razor Leaf has been proven to be quite an annoyance here for CJ Frozen. Now whenever he tries to box, he's still getting a decently reversal with things like up tilt or outspace with back here. Finally got a solid up tilt here on the left platform, a small battlefield, but only 80%. Not close enough to take the stock just yet. Ooh, Razor Leaf confirms they're going to land as well. Grenade wasn't ready. They're going to jump it out away from that up throw follow-up, but still taking quite a lot of percent in the process here. You know Vibe is not looking to just start a lead with a 1-stock lead, but wants to keep it rolling, trying to take 2 stocks on his own. Getting popped away from Grenade here, trying to avoid the Nikita. Can he do it, bro? I'm seeing some good vibes right now.
No way. Look, I told you when Vibe is comfortable, this player is absolutely disgusting, and Anarchy just does not seem to have, you know, the ability to get back into this game. You have to take one. Just take one. Okay, yoga pose for the win. He snuck it out. He was looking pretty dicey there for a moment, but he snuck it out. Got the one. Okay, Winthrop stayed alive right now.
Very classic Snake up tilt. Winthrop not only playing from 1 stock behind here, but it's a bit of a different situation where instead of a new player coming in, has 3 stocks dealing with 1 stock remaining from a previous player, now it's someone who's going to be coming in with 2 stocks up against 3. It's a little bit different. The math is going to start mathing out in slightly altered ways. I'm curious to see now who UT Arlington decides to send in, because again, they got that expanded roster here, right? And so their initial 4 is locked in. Looks like we're going to be sending in Memphis with the Peach to be dealing up with Snake. Ooh, this is a very interesting decision on my end. Part of it was kind of looking at the Skits pick on the Wario instead, although I can see how the Grenade trying to get out of most of Wario stuff is going to be a problem, but I feel like you know, I guess Peach does got a lot of consistency with a lot of those combos. It's very airtight, very hard to make it out. We're getting some Tekken music too. Okay. Sorry. My fighting game heart and mind were just a little bit baited. Okay, but yeah, Peach and Snake. How are we feeling about this one, Crow? I'm a little bit perplexed, but I definitely see the vision.
I mean, it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like sitting in Memphis right now. I mean, Memphis is very strong player-wise. I mean, I believe has labbed this matchup multiple times. You know, if Kyle is still on the roster, you know, still playing Snake, definitely is comfortable enough in this matchup to get this done. I mean, he only has to get 2 stocks, not the full 3. And I mean, with how Anarchy was playing in that last game, might be a little bit frazzled, might be a little bit shaken, but now it's just the power of Vibe. So now Memphis just has to come in and close it out. And I think should be okay to do so.
Yeah, let's see it. Right, because I can definitely see Peach kind of struggling to get in, and Peach also being extremely light makes Snake up tilt, you know, way more prominent, and Snake always have to go for a lot of aerial approaches and aerial drifts in, and Snake up tilt being such a prominent anti-air as well, just makes you feel like playing around that one move alone already makes Peach's life so much harder. And to respond to all of these grenades and Nikitas and everything else that Snake has to offer, Peach has only got turnip, right? And once she finds her way in, she's getting grenaded out of a lot of these exchanges too. So I'm just kind of like, I definitely feel for Peach here, right? This is going to be really hard to get in and then to stay in. But if Memphis can make it work, that would be a miracle upon miracles. Right now, though, we're seeing that Snake win con coming to fruition more or less. Play it slow, play away, because the moment Peach touches you, you're getting blown up, right? Snake is a little bit on the heavier side. Snake is tall. Everything is hitting him. He is not getting out of that unless he's grenading out, and that's the only way out.
Right, and you see how we set up shop over here on left side, just daring Memphis to try to approach. Not landing. What? Oh, I was going to say, not landing anything. But then immediately,
so much damage.
immediately pulls the stitch and plays Pog with Anarchy's life. That was insane. All off of just one little grab of the stitch phase.
CJ Frozen, that percent like doubled in a moment, and then
in a minute,
side bead off the stage spike into a back air. Memphis was there for it. Hey, like I said, I prophesized it, man. The moment Memphis is in and stays in, like it's over. It is wraps for CJ Frozen. Okay, now CJ Frozen trying to box a little bit. We got 160% here on Memphis. Definitely in that kill range, and up tilt will wrap things up nicely. The question is, can he land it? Ooh, trying to dash and land that up tilt, but Memphis very aware of this tool. Trying to stay away. We're going right back to spacing out with turnips, trying to deal with these grenades. I like it. Memphis can afford to play the slow game right now and actually potentially give UT Arlington a 3-stock lead over Winthrop. Oh, here we go.
Grab though. Yep.
Oh,
what? What? No! Anarchy, that was your chance, brother, to take that stock. Unfortunately, not going to happen. Now down on his last. Memphis still on their first of the 132. Playing this matchup, I mean, like I said, very trained and well-versed against this one. Has to clutch it out here.
Here we go. Okay, the Nair into grab's not going to work as CJ Frozen rolls away, but still immediately challenged with that Peach back here. 128%. How is he going to land? Just barely makes it, but roll red with the side B. We're throwing out some more turnips as well, trying to rise alongside the Snake. The forward tilt almost connects from Memphis, but finally the beautiful anti-air that is Snake up tilt is going to land and take out Memphis' first stop, but immediately challenges with the back air. Clean up that game. Good stuff. Real good stuff there from Memphis. That first stock especially, man, that's a clip for sure. Beautiful.
Yo, that
absolutely
was so
beautiful.
Nuts. That was actually so nuts. Just the way it was. We're just like, yeah, it should be doing pretty well, you know. Keeping that positioning and immediately pulls a stitch, and we're just like,
yeah,
disgusting.
Just got to take
gameplay.
care of. Ooh, clean. I'm happy to see we're going to be seeing Memphis stick around, but I mean, Winthrop's final member shouldn't really be a surprise to any, as we're likely going to have Lima stepping up, former Texan himself, now having to face off against his own region, as he has done time and time again throughout throughout the entire Southern Regional, right? Since, of course, we're going to have a lot of Texas teams all throughout. But, man, seeing these guys play in bracket here after not having played before, like at least in this bracket, where Winthrop sent out LCU and LCU beat UT Arlington, I'm really happy to see these two kind of titans finally clash, and they are definitely putting on a show right now. No regrets on my end, Crow. This is wonderful. So we got 5 stocks remaining here on the side of UT Arlington. 2 stocks left on Memphis, and then I'm not sure who their last player is going to be this time around. But we're going to find out probably soon enough, considering Lima is an absolute monster. But we'll see. We'll see. And I mean, the Lima Bayo, me being, you know, DFW commentator for however many years, I personally always enjoy watching Lima. And so I'm eating good no matter what. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, this is fun. I mean, we know Lima is super strong and very well versed in a lot of these matchups. And, you know, like you said, original Texan. So it's gonna be really nice to see. I mean, Memphis though shouldn't have too terrible of a time, I believe. I mean, still, you know, very strong in their own right. Down to 2 stocks here. Did lose 1 to CJ, so that was very nice of him to grab that. But
Right.
just keeps up this level of play, I mean, we're in for a good fight here.
Yeah, I do like how both these characters kind of influence each other's combo game a little bit, where Peach is kind of going to be on the lighter side and that floaty side, so she's not going to be getting hit with everything that Bayonetta has to offer, and likewise, Bayonetta has things like Bats with it to be getting out of a lot of what Peach has. But okay, we already have a Stitch Face online. Watch out here,
no.
You don't want this smoke.
Oh no!
All right, now we're going to see Memphis able to air dodge out after some great SDI. Like we said, right, they're both going to be impacting each other's combo games. Here it is, that shield damage at the very least is going to secure a nice little grab, but Lima's going to be able to air dodge away. That shield is getting small. Those Skittles are looking good, Crow.
Okay. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Immediately into the grab here. Memphis not being afraid. That's the biggest thing. Not being afraid in this fight against Lima. Get caught out there for a moment. Shield on the side. Charge it up. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is like, let's get some wicked weaves in here. Getting a high 94 is Lima right now. Needs to get some more offense in. Whiffing quite a lot.
Yep, Lima is hungry. Gotta shout out the Tekken Tag Tournament 2 music too. Abyss of Time, an absolute banger as we're seeing Lima try to carry Memphis up to the top. We're gonna float and kind of, gonna stall out here, engage a little bit, but getting caught with the up tilt back air. It's not gonna be the sweet spot of the back air. So we're still gonna be living, going in deep with these afterburner kicks to bring Memphis back to center stage at 128%. The platform drop back air is gonna clean up that first stock here.
Okay.
Lima taking it away.
Okay, got one. Let's see how much you can get after though. Tied it up to, or got one off, not allowing Memphis to tie it up here. Needs to equalize these stocks here. Is gonna get caught behind. Not quite enough to take him out, but to get at 121. He has to catch him out a few more times. Startups going straight down, smacking Lima on the forehead.
Lima just chilling at ledge, going for multiple regrabs. Memphis not even bothering to try and challenge. He's like, I'm not messing with this.
He's daring you.
That instant afterburner kick in the air is gonna pick me up for like another 40%. Oh my goodness, the raw forward smash. Madame Butterfly coming out with those wicked weaves. 142% of rage as well. Gonna clean up that Peach stock nice and quickly. Lima has evened up this first game here between Winthrop and UT Arlington. It all lies on UT Arlington's final player, and it's going to be Atomic with the Rob. Oh my goodness. You know this is a matchup Lima has played hundreds of times. You know that Lima's got to be feeling comfortable about Rob being some nice combo food and being able to, witch time a lot of the Rob gyros, the Rob lasers. It's all going to fall upon Atomic. How comfortable is Atomic doing with Bayonetta? Because that's hard. That's going to be really annoying. And I don't know. I'm very, very curious to see, because it's just down to 3 stocks both ways here. It's truly the final showdown here for this this first game.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. Like you said, a matchup they've played many times. They know each other all too intimately at this point. They've probably taken each other out to dinner, But let's just see how well they can do it, because, Winthrop, they only got a good 2, right? Arlington are really having to fight back here. Having it to fall onto Atomic, who I absolutely love as a player. Atomic is one of my favorite Rob players in the scene in general. Just love how just ruthlessly beat down heavy approach he has with the Rob. But the matchup is pretty scary, considering it is Lima on Bayonetta.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you can't ignore. It's all here. But let's get ourselves riled up here for this last kind of showdown in this first game. Although Winthrop is 1-0, if you guys are just tuning in, since Winthrop is coming in from winner's side of this bracket, they do get 1 game advantage over UT Arlington, but this is still the first game of the set as we lock into Live and Learn Sonic Adventure 2, baby. Here we are on Battlefield. Lima versus Atomic, Bayonetta versus Rob. Let's get it going, Crow.
Oh, yes. It all comes down to this. And they're already at each other's throats. Immediately catches him. He tried to go for it. The side speeder recovery. Atomic got perfect spacing right above his head and let the jets fly. Give me that stock.
Wow, that's a commanding start here for Atomic, and potentially putting UT Arlington on the map to take this first game and even up the score 1-1. But Lima's not going to go down sitting, not going to go down quietly, and it's going to definitely utilize the fact that Rob is getting hit by almost everything. The fair 1-2-3 will not connect there. Instead, we're looking for an air dodge read into a back air. 120% here on Atomic, getting some space away, creating it with that Rob Nair, an absolute classic, as we all know. Gyro trying to play this mid-range. We get the 4-1 tick here from Lima. Doesn't quite lead to anything, but Atomic doesn't get a hard punish either. Ooh, find the air dodge in after that laser, get some dash attacks, scoops. But Crow, we're still looking for that finishing blow.
Yeah, and I mean, there's one thing we always highlight with the Bayonetta player, especially high-level Bayonetta players, what the timing they try to use with witch time / bat within, right? And there's been multiple times where Lima has gone for a witch time, but it's only gotten bat within and just reduced the damage, not necessarily been able to completely get that slowdown. So watching the timings on that, Atomic has really got this matchup scouted, knowing like, hey man, I know how you be at times, but I'm not letting you do it again this time. But will finally lose that first stock. I mean, he got Lima to 112 here, so honestly sitting very comfortable.
Yeah, that was a hard commitment to Lima's regular getup, trying to use the active frames of side B to try and secure a kill. I'm actually surprised that didn't hit. The timing looked like it was going to be right. But nonetheless, Lima gets a pretty consistent, up tilt back air punish. And now this is 76% off of one conversion effectively.
Just the jab to hit
off stage. This is the problem with Rob, man. He's getting hit with everything that Bayonetta has to offer. And now the stocks are more than even. It's so dangerous playing this matchup, man. It's so dangerous.
One strong counter from either can send it at this point. Lima gets the throw, gets the punish, following up as well, falling off stage, tries to go for another witch time, not quite there. Atomic gets the prediction. Oh my god, boost all the way over.
The back air momentum shifts to make it to the left side of the stage. He does not want to play off stage at all. Finally, after kick into back air is gonna take that next stock here. Atomic's looking, how is he gonna secure this 145 without getting clipped by anything Bayonetta has? But here it is, 27% to start with that gyro combo. It's probably looking a lot worse here. This up throw is not gonna do it just yet. No kill spark, and the DI is right on point.
The fact that they were able to air dodge out of that laser is caught with the gyro though. Not gonna have Lima on that second stock for too long. 1-1 here in game number 1. Looking to put the finishing touches on it. Who's going to be at advantage point? There's a witch time. There's something Lima's been looking for all game long. Send a massive damage off. Go off to the side. Not quite enough to do the finishing touches. Side B off. Up B. Misses the second side B, but not going to be too worried about it. Gets him back in stage. Atomic getting tossed up.
Yeah, almost get a fantastic air dodge read right there from Atomic. If you do miss the afterburner kick, Rob committing to air dodge is going to be a lot here. Ooh, dropping down the gyro doesn't quite land. That get up attack will get punished with laser though. Atomic gets that reverse nair, 63% on Lima right now versus 122% here. Okay, up tilt to scoop. The down tilt is what to get you off stage. Looking for a downer spike. Atomic looking for some way out. The extended frames of gyro finally going to do something. Just poke Lima a little bit. Is this going to be the end, Crow?
Missed the side B too, so not quite. Looking for something else here though. 135. Atomic is in dire straits. You can get caught with one more. Potentially end it here. Not quite off the right side of the stage. Lima needs to finish this off as soon as possible because you know Atomic has something clicking in the brain. Goes for okay, the downer, but gets punched the up air. Atomic still getting back to stage, living for a few moments longer.
Oh, now you know Lima just be fishing for back air whenever you can get it. And like I brought up before this game and even started in this matchup, running up and witch timing gyro could just sometimes put Rob in such awkward positions, and just getting sniped by that back air when you're at kill percent is everything that Lima was looking for right then and there. But man, what a final game. Definitely befitting of Live and Learn. The BioLizard didn't show up, but it definitely felt like he did, because my goodness, what a crazy last game right there. Such an insane, electrifying back and forth between both these players. I know they would never disappoint, and I'm so beyond happy we're able to see the conclusion of that first game, which puts Winthrop up 2-0 in the set, because like we said before, since they're coming to winner's side, they have a one-game advantage, which means that Winthrop only has to take one more game. So my question here is, right, we've seen Winthrop have a very consistent 4-player roster, right? You got CJ Frozen on the Snake, you got Anarchy on the Greninja, you have Peep Up on Mega Man, and you got our anchor Lima on the Bayonetta. The real question is, we got at least 6 players marked down for UT Arlington. We didn't get to see Skitz or Kyle this time around. Do we think they're going to sub in one of those two to try and deal with one of these matchups a little bit better?
That is, the question that I did have, because I mean, I kind of expected Kyle to be in the lineup. I guess Vibe was kind of the one that kind of, shocked me that he was in the lineup for it. So, I mean, that is a possibility. They might just stick with this 4, but they might do a different, variation of the 4. If so, I think Vibe could be a really good starter for this UT Arlington lineup.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'd be happy to see Vibe. I don't think Beastly was a bad starter by any means either.
For sure.
I am very curious about like the way Memphis and CJ Frozen played out was absolutely crazy. Definitely blew my expectations out of the water, and I was very happy with that. Looks like we're sticking with a pretty consistent Peanut and Beastly rematch here as an opener of Game 2. I think both players are raring to go. Beastly feeling good, like yeah, I took him down before. I could do it again, or rather, I almost took him down before, and I can hopefully do it this time. Meanwhile, Peanut having the kind of the winning trade last time around is feeling probably pretty confident. But yeah, definitely very interesting matchup, like kind of like we brought up before. Right? Playing at that full banana range is very tough here for Diddy Kong, but that's kind of how he has to approach this neutral because otherwise he's losing at any further out range. You get a little too close, and the Leaf Shield starts to become a bit too much of a problem, as does Crash Bomber and Metal Blade. So I'm curious to see what adaptations Beastly has in line for this kind of matchup because this was really something out of the ordinary for me. It's not something that I'm seeing super often. So let's hop right in here to Game 2, Winthrop versus UT Arlington. Hope you're all having a wonderful time here in Grand Finals of the CECC South Regional. Both of these teams have already qualified for CECC Finals in Texas in early May, but they are playing for seeding.
Yep. Man, we're running it right back to each other. They're like, all right, so hands again. Peeve and Beastly to start things off. Arlington need to win this to stay up in this finals. They need to be able to get the reverse sweep here. They have to win 3 in a row at this point as Beastly, you good, bruv. Oh dear, that's not what you want to happen at all.
Yeah, that's definitely not the start you want to see if you are UT Arlington. The way this game went last time around was already so neck and neck. It's so even playing from a disadvantage like this. Admittedly, we had seen Beastly do it, right? We had seen his barrels get kind of sniped out early on last time around, so let's see if he can make the run back this time, because Peanut didn't let him do that the second stock. Peanut gave him 1 stock. He's like, all right, fine, you can run me back 1 stock. Not the second time. You're not getting that one so easily. And now we're getting a reset here on the second game. It's looking pretty good here so far for Beastly, but still, playing from that deficit, especially when it wasn't necessary, is definitely going to hurt.
Okay. Let's see if Beastly can recoup. Let's see if Beastly can completely just lock in, channel the monkey within, and just go crazy. But Peanut is definitely not the caliber player. You can just get an easy one over like that. Sitting at 122 on his first stock still. Now playing that spacing game, doing a great job picking his points of power when he needs to go in. Not really overforcing any issues, but
nice.
We'll get caught up and slipped up right on the edge.
Okay, but at a down smash right there on ledge after getting sent off stage. I like it, Beastly. Good awareness right there. But man, Leaf Shield is so present in this matchup. It makes it so hard for Beastly to try and box and try to use some of those slightly longer hitbox that Diddy Kong has to offer with things like forward air and back air. It's just so annoying. You have to wait for Leaf Shield to go down, then gets the banana thrown the first time, but after the downer, Spike has to reset another banana, will connect though. And we're already up to 83%. This is that Diddy Kong win condition that Beastly's been looking for as we're effectively even right now, Crow. This is huge for UT Arlington.
Oh man, Arlington is holding on. Winthrop starting to pull ahead here though. Peanut, I mean, Beastly is doing his best, make up for that early blunder in the beginning. I'm watching this more now. I'm like, Beastly definitely is trying to change the pace a little bit, if that makes sense.
Right.
Just the way he's been playing right now, but yeah, taking it to Peeve right now has a 132, one well-placed up smash. Honestly, this could be a tied up just 1-1.
We are, right? There's that jump challenge with that fair. Grabs the Metal Blade, but isn't able to confirm a whole lot more after that. Getting caught with the Leaf Shield yet again. 30%, just getting ticks upon ticks of damage, and Beastly can't challenge. The Crash Bomber is now available online as well. Look at this combo, almost connecting the banana afterwards. Finally, down tilt back here will secure the stock here, but not without 59% of collateral damage here. But here we go. Banana dash attack, double back air into a forward air, catches the up with rush into another forward air. Trying to go deep. And even this up to 69%. Beastly is out for blood right now. He's hungry for a lot more than just bananas.
Yeah, he wants the full body, but you're going to get that with the Shoryuken to take it. Peeve kept it in a back pocket cell. Watch out, boy. This arm is dangerous. Man, we were looking at the Beastly comeback, but just right there. It says, put a stop to it. I'm Mega Man. Play the song.
I am reeling from the impact of that Shoryu. That up till, oh my goodness. Bro, Street Fighter 6 came out 2 years ago. You in the wrong game, man.
I'm telling you, he's laughing those reactions. He is laughing those reactions.
That was crazy. Finally, after all this time, again, it's a little bit of my biased Texas heart being like, okay, UT Arlington, let's go, right? A little bit right there. Peanut's like, nah, hold this up, Tim. Here we go, game's done. Pack it up. Nice and neat. I'm still reeling from that. Oh my goodness. But wow, congratulations again to Peanut, closing out that first game up against Beasley. Again, right? You can think about it like they played their best of 3, right? And here we go. We're going to see, Peanut move on in bracket 2-0, but Vibe is back, right? And now Peanut's the one with a bit of an inkling of vengeance here, right? After going down to Vibe without taking a single stock last time around, Peanut wants to make more of a mark this time.
Peeb got one. We got to see what he could get before falling, because Vibe is a monster in their own right. Probably going to stick on the Squirtle for most of his matchups to do as much damage as he can. But, oh my goodness. Keep scraping by in that last matchup. Still probably feeling that. That adrenaline is still probably pumping through the veins. The hands are warm and ready to try to take this. But
you already know.
I'm still locked into my last match. Oof.
Yep, it was a lot. It was a lot to take in, but now we're seeing Pete play this kind of, safer distance game. Immediate get off me with the Leaf Shield activation. Metal Blade is available and ready in hand. Now trying to outspace with things like Flame Slash and the Hard Knuckle. Now we're walking up again. Leaf Shield 48%. It's just ticks upon ticks. We're seeing Vibe struggle out of shield. Oh my goodness! We are seeing Peanut go so deep here to try to land that Gimp after the reverse up B from Ivysaur would not connect. It wasn't enough to take the stock, but still, it's chip damage, right? 64% here on to Vibe already. Peanut's barely taken anything.
I'm telling you, he's so zen. He's just so focused and collected. But Vibe switching out to Ivysaur says, "Combo Man is online."
Oh!
Gonna tap him. Wait, hold on. I wasn't finished monologuing. Vibe.
I think Vibe heard me. He said, "My bad, bro. Let me lock in." I'm sorry. I didn't know you wanted big damage numbers that fast. I didn't think we're playing, Final Fantasy VII. Right? Give me a second. Give me a second. And Vibe, oh my goodness. He heard my call. He heard my call. He picked up the phone. He really picked he did. He did. Thank you, Vibe. Good stuff. Good stuff. And UT Arlington keeping things even here in the second game. We'll see now. Are they going to send Anarchy in response? We're going to have another, Pokemon showdown right here? Or are we looking at maybe CJ Frozen or even Lima to come in a little earlier to put the Vibe down?
That's the thing. I don't know if Anarchy wants to go in this again. that would be giving me PTSD with how he lost it. But no,
he's running it back.
I want to do it.
He is running it back. He says, "Get me back in there." Right, my gym challenge isn't done yet.
Oh no!
I didn't get the badge last time. Okay. Let me pull up. I'm a solo Greninja abuser. Right, level 100 Greninja pulling up to the Elite Four. Let me do it. Let me rock it. You know what, Anarchy? I see you. I see you. Now, if PS2 gonna be the pick again, bro, that would be hilarious. That would be super hype. But of course, I'm just happy to see both these guys back on screen because they put on fantastic show last time. Production did just confirm with me we are indeed looking at PS2. We are so back, ladies and gentlemen. We are so back.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Anarchy gets a second chance. Gets the run back. He says, "Hey, you barely won last time." All 3 of those stocks are taken by Vibe's Charizard, by the way, just in different variations.
Yep, he's securing the kills, though. Securing that bag. Like I said, Charizard paying his rent for sure. He's on the team. He's on the team.
See if he can make it work all the way through this time. We're going back in. 3 stocks apiece. Second set. Let's see how it goes.
We are starting off on PS2 immediate the Squirtle to try and rack up a bunch of damage. Nice dash attack backer will land here from the side of Anarchy. Going a little deep. We already have the Ivysaur swap. Ooh, outspacing with the Nair. Vibe not able to secure an advantage state just yet. Gotta give it a second. There's another Nair. Up air will not connect. We get a landing back air instead. Down throw. Up air misses. We're gonna have the Nair challenge. The Razor Leaf. The drag down. Up air also doesn't quite completely connect. We got some good defensive play going on here, Crow.
Oh, they hooping for real right now.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Anarchy, catch him in the air? No, goes to the up air, not going to quite connect. Vibe says eat these leaves is super effective. Switching to the Charizard for the closer though, it's such a clean transition. Doesn't fall for the ledge shenanigans this time, says eat this Flaming Tail. Oh my goodness.
Bro says, I don't care for type matchups very much. Hold this forward to him. Here we go. I love that reversal off. I mean, of course, it's a Pokemon Trainer Classic, but the reversal of swapping, using that info into Charizard and getting an immediate Nair, using that as a fantastic advantage they confirmed to a forward tilt ledge trap situation, or rather forward air ledge trap situation forward tilt. Beautiful. But we finally saw the Hydro Pump situation at ledge also pay off this time. We saw the Hydro Pump and actually whiff punish the mislanded Charizard up B with that up smash. So great stuff to Anarchy as well. Both these players are adapting really well and capitalizing off advantage situations, trying to close out stocks as soon as possible. Both these are players learning, adapting on the fly, improving every moment.
Yup. Okay. This is so fun. I knew, like, I was a little skeptical going into this. I'm like, okay, do you really want this rematch? All right, Anarchy, do you really want these hands again? Vibe is like, hey man, I'm gonna make him remember what happened last time. Let's see if Anarchy closes up. He's down to his last here. Wants to tie it up. Perfect timing on the switch. Ooh, the Jets come out though. Goes for the secondary switch, charging this smash again. Like in game number 1, like he took the stock, but it doesn't work this time around. Vibe had it scouted. Got the timing now perfect that time.
Right, now that Greninja Fast Faller aspect is going to hurt a little bit as Ivysaur is taking us up to 65% and counting right now. Vibe might be walking away with 2 stocks, an absolute tear, a monster. Ooh, just kidding. Anarchy confirms it with that down tilt forward air, just barely, but able to make it connect nonetheless. Pretty huge here for the side of Winthrop. Even if Anarchy goes down here and now, we'll have CJ Frozen or maybe Lima to deal with whatever's left of Vibe.
Yeah, he's gonna catch up with the looking for it. The up air, okay. Vibe wins again. Anarchy, but like you said, getting him down to 1 stock before he falls. Good of a job as you can do.
Whew, this is looking like a beat-for-beat repeat of the first game so far, Crow. We
got
got Peepnut barely taking it over Beastly. We got Vibe cleaning up the Peepnut stock, and then we have Vibe barely taking over Anarchy. CJ Frozen taking a bit of collateral damage, but still clean up the Vibe stock is what, you know, the past has predicted. We'll see if it's going to come to fruition, or we'll see if Lima comes in, or if CJ Frozen is able to actually clean up Vibe without losing any collateral damage of their own. And in that sense, then does UT Arlington feel confident enough to send in Memphis 3 stocks on 3 up against CJ Frozen Snake? There are so many questions. There's so many different timeline branches just based on the outcome of this next game.
This is so fun. CJ Frozen. Just end it. Jump in. Take him down. No playing around. No waiting. Winthrop just need to win this, you know, next few, and they get that bye. They get that all important. Hey, bro, we can coast for this first round at Texas, but man, like this has been a good series. Been a good series.
They've been keeping it more than competitive. This is worthy of the title of Grand Finals. This is incredible. Thank you for joining me here, Crow, and everyone else here watching in chat. Hope you're all having a wonderful time here as we continue with UT Arlington versus Winthrop. If you guys are just tuning in, Winthrop is up 2-0, even though this is the second game, because Winthrop coming in from winner's side of the bracket gets a 1-game advantage. So if Winthrop wins this game, they are your South Regional champions here for CECC. Both teams are already qualified. We're just playing for seeding spots. But right now, we got CJ Frozen on the Snake up against Vibe with the Pokemon Trainer. It's an early explosive start of 62%. Now we're swapping over to the Ivysaur. That took a second for the Ivysaur to come out. I'm surprised the Squirtle did as well as it did. Ivysaur seems like the main Pokemon you want to have out in this matchup, but man, Vibe is looking fantastic right now.
Oh, he can't keep getting away with this. Vision that up to the stupid is the up air is so clutch every single time. CJ that was that first stock in such a disgusting fashion.
That was a 0 to death right there. Vibe took actually no hits at all. Up against Snake of all characters? Are you serious? How did he manage to get away with this? My goodness. I was talking about some good space game disjoints before, but like, wow. Vibe has really got it locked in. Finally, CJ Frozen's like, wow, I cannot believe I lost that stock. Let me wake up for a second. I got up tilt, I got grenades. These are all going to land, these are all going to hurt. Let's play the game, Vibe. Let's play the game.
So cool. Vibe is in that zone, dog. Once you hit that Vibe zone, it's just absolutely disgusting. The way he like plays around Razor Leaf into forward air, uses Vine Whip, the up air and down air usage has been so accurate each time. Once again, no follow-up. CJ, you did that before. You have to take that chance. As soon as you get that grab down, finish it off, and that's going to allow Vibe more time to put more damage onto CJ, who's already at 96%. Ooh.
Getting dicey with that forward smash. We're seeing we're a dash up from CJ Frozen. Takes the shield with forward tilt 1. Really smart, they're not coming to forward tilt 2. Vibe gets a little anti-spot dodges, right? Thinking the second hit's also going to come out. Instead, has to hold an up tilt to the face. Fantastic kill confirm right there. Again, pretty much beat for beat, the exact same spot we were at last game here at Crow. Now CJ Frozen's down to stock. UT Arlington might want to send up Memphis again to try and clean things up. What a set, dude. What a set. It feels like deja vu, but it's still so exciting. Because it's like, is it really gonna match the storyline? And also, it's just every set is so good. Every player here is incredible. It's just, man, I'm so excited that both teams are going to finals. It's gonna be awesome.
Dude, like, I'm so tired of Vibe getting these free up airs like he was doing. That was disgusting. But yeah, like, this has been such a fun matchup. And yeah, both of them going to Texas is gonna make the entire event that much more incredible to watch. And I hope y'all are gonna tune in. We got the announcement date. We're going to be back in May. Going to be super sick. I'm super excited to be there.
Yes, sir.
Now I just got to figure out the order of operations of teams that are going to be there. And it definitely all comes down to this. Memphis has a chance to put this back for Arlington. CJ only has 2 stocks. Let's get in it. Let's get in it.
Let's do it, man. Here we go. Memphis versus CJ Frozen. I hope we get some crazy Stitch Face shenanigans again like last time. But as of now, we're going to kind of go repeat to what we saw before. It's going to be a lot of grenades and turnip trading. It's going to be a little bit hard for Peach to just kind of float on in for free because you're going to get grenaded out of a lot of stuff or we're going to get up tilted out of a lot of stuff. So, you know, Memphis really has to earn that opening. But once they do, as long as they can stay in, it is devastating. Here we go. Tries to down air in. Instead has to hold a nair out of shield into a grenade pop and immediately already taken way too much damage here. Again, Peach also on the lighter side. Things get real scary real fast if you're losing a lot of these trades.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Look, you know CJ's get a little PTSD, hoping no Stitch Face comes out in this matchup. That ruined his day last time they had this dance. Memphis holding his own. Off to the side. Love it.
Here we go. Still just playing the full screen grenade game. Especially if you're a stock behind, I can understand why, you know, CJ Frozen wants to play things safe, wants to try and even things up as soon as possible, but without taking too many risks here. So we just got Nikitas, we got grenades, might get a couple up smashes when the time in. We have some C4 looping as well. Oh, there's that grenade pop into up tilt. We're getting actually pretty close to that Peach kill percent right now. Yeah, but it's getting a little terrifying, a bit of a horror game. Oh.
Oh my goodness, that was so close. Okay, Memphis staying alive right now. 78. Just chucking projectiles. Zoner gets, I suppose, in this moment.
You know the vibes. You know how it is.
Yeah. Colton has his head in his hands right now.
Oh, there it is. Finally, the air dodge catch will get caught with the Nikita. Now we swap places on stage, but the idea is still going to be the same. CJ Frozen's going to sit back, not let Peach get close. We're continuing on this wall of grenades. Think of it as like a firewall, if you will. Got some government secrets in there. You know how it is. Yeah. Okay. Grenade pop tries to fall up with potentially a back air right there. We'll get boxed out of it in the air, though. Peach has got some fast normals in the air. Got to watch out. Again, we're seeing Memphis stuck full screen. Still not panicking too much, because even if Memphis does go down here, well, yeah, a couple more stocks to play with. As long as you can eke out the win, it'll be big here for UT Arlington, but we'll see. Oh, what a spot dodge on that up tilt.
Nice. Out the shield, very nice job. Catching him off the top. He said, I will follow you to the ends of the earth and make sure you pay in blood. Memphis taking the stock out from CJ. Oh, dear. Down to 1.
Goodness. Bro says trade offer, we're both going down.
Yeah.
There we go. But Memphis has woken up a little bit, feeling more confident after the stock reset to just get in there and try and box. Ooh, again, you have to hold that grenade pop, but instead of being worried after that forward or after the grenade, actually stuffs it out mid-startup with a nair of their own. Memphis keeping things competitive here, staying up close. 77% here on CJ Frozen.
Looking for a bit more damage here. CJ a bit on the back foot, gets connected with. He's been eating a lot of damage from grenades, but also from turnips from Memphis as well. Again, he just caught you there last time. He's going to do it again. He's blocking the movement. He can't land.
Yep, Sync doesn't have the air drift necessary to get out of that. And of course, Memphis is tracking. Impeccable as always. That is beautiful. Always so fun to watch whatever ends up happening. 142%. We're looking for that float cancel back air, but now we're just side being on shield as well. Memphis getting a little bit antsy, you know, realizing you got room to press some buttons, so we don't need to hold this up for another 6 minutes.
It's towards the end. He wants to get it done. He wants to finish it off, but he cannot get too antsy, cannot get too overzealous.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there! Sweet doesn't get caught with the back air. Instead, we have an aerial going the opposite way, but still CJ Frozen manages to live. Stuck at ledge. Where's he going? Is he crawling up? He has a grenade in hand. Back air challenges the grenade, but commits to the forward air anyway. Hitbox actually extended because it came in contact with the grenade on the way over.
Yeah, it came into contact.
Oh my goodness. And Memphis will walk away with 2 stocks here. 2 stocks remaining for Memphis here up against Lima's 3. Hey, UT Arlington very much has a good chance here to be taking a game. We'll see what happens, Crow, because we all know who's coming next, right? Someone who needs no introduction, already made themselves known on this very stream, but also made themselves known on a global scale. The one and only Lima with the Bayonetta. Oh man, it's tough. Watching that matchup last time, it was rough, right? And Peach was falling on a lot of Bayonetta stuff, as you know, kind of expected with the lighter, floatier character. But despite that, right, Lima was just so on point. Lima was unbothered, and let it rip. 3 stocks apiece going to that last game. If Atomic is still in the back, I'm gonna hope for another explosive game with Live and Learn blasting straight to my bloodstream. But man, that matchup also looked rough. You put Lima on screen, it's always looking rough for the opponent.
It's so scary, so powerful, such a great player, but Memphis locked in. Honestly, I thought he had lost that stock at the end of that last game with CJ, but because he went towards the top blast zone, but no, it didn't register, so is coming into this with 2 stocks.
Here we go.
It's really, really nice to have that, you know, additional little buffer there. All you got to do is take 1, and that'll be a great job, you know, making the job a little bit easier for presumably Atomic down there, so.
Right. But could be anybody. Could be anybody. I'm still waiting for the skits or Kyle Anchor out of nowhere.
Right.
It'd be great. It'd be hilarious.
That'd be so fun.
Here we go.
Gotta get through Big Memphis first.
Of course. Big Memphis, Tennessee. Let's do it. 3, 2. Loading in here on PS2. Memphis going to drop down for that singular SD, and then we're going to get into the battle of the Femme Fatales right here as we got Peach and Bayonetta ready to square up. Turnip immediately to get neutral started. Wow, they both maneuvered right through each other with that back air and float up air to the ground. But here we go. Lima confident on these combos right now. What a 0 to death.
Oh my god. It's been 6 seconds.
Jesus. I'm speechless. We had so much hope here for what Memphis might be able to do up against Lima, right? And Lima immediately says, let me crush everyone in Texas' hopes and dreams. I was the king, and although I've left, I still own my subjects. But here we go. Memphis fighting back here. The rise of the lower class. Trying to come in. Got a bit of damage going through. Trading theirs here at mid-screen.
Jeez, this is absolutely disgusting. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Lima's kind of crushing the hopes and dreams of the Arlington fans right now. Memphis is having a great time trying to get something started here. Just a bit more damage returned, but man, it's the absolute smack of the face. Lima says, no, no, no. You go off stage. Are you sure?
All right.
Okay. Memphis,
I see you.
Nice. Delay on the get up. Okay.
Okay. We got a side B out of here as well after challenging that fair off stage. What's the ledge drop going to be, though? Probably looking for a float back here. No, actually giving Lima that space, respecting Lima. Now getting that afterburner kick into fair take 1. Dash back, gets a forward throw. Ooh, going in deep with the afterburner kick, trying to go. We had the double jump saved, but the uppy will not be enough, and Lima wants to secure the game nonetheless. Drops from platform, gets that sweet spot back air, and we are right back to 3 stocks apiece here. Lima is a monster. A Goliath, unstoppable beast right now. Whoever UT Arlington decides to send in as their final player has a monumental task against them, because right now they're the only thing that stands between the end of this tournament and them surviving into the next game.
Yup, man. Okay. It all comes down to this.
It really does.
Like I said, This entire match was do or die for UT Arlington because they need to get this reverse sweep in order to, get that first place berth, get that bye for Texas. And Winthrop, they're holding strong. They're holding on. And it will be Atomic to be confirmed for the last one.
Right. Here it is. We're running back. 3 stocks apiece. I hope we get some live and learn, get some Crush 40, and we're able to sit back, enjoy ourselves an absolutely fire set, locking us in for what may be the last game of this entire tournament. Let's see, can UT Arlington clutch out for the school? Or is Winthrop going to bash him into the dirt and walk on forward as one of the national favorites to take the entire finals? Let's see. But right now, early start, Lima getting a solid 65% here. Lima could not pull that off against Memphis. There's a bit of frustration coming out early on, too. After the witch time, getting a fantastic stop with that down smash. 94% on Atomic before he could even land a hit onto Lima.
Okay. Right, let's see how hard Atomic can lock in because he's looking for, you can tell he's looking for answer right now, how defensive he's playing right now. Not necessarily trying to be reactive, but not, attempting to go for more offensive plays like we normally see from Atomic. So this definitely spells a little bit of a, crap, what do I do here? Coming from Atomic, trying to reassess the situation the best he can.
Here it is, tries to challenge the recovery there, but the later hits of Nair aren't going to come off for the reverse hitbox and immediately getting witch twisted for your troubles. Ooh, I like it. Empty hop into the down throw. What's the follow-up? Going to be another witch twist attempt.
You able to tag him, this ID, not going to connect this time. Laser, not strong enough to break the shield. You're caught. Once you're above her, you're caught again. Atomic is not having a good time. Goes for the offstage witch time, but just up V, flank on stage, take that ricochet down, lose that first stock.
Got up tilt double up air, almost landing a triple too here from Atomic. Gets yet another up tilt, downward angled afterburner kick to get Lima out of that sticky situation. As we also have witch time to get away from that laser gyro pressure. 10% here on Atomic, but we both know, everybody knows, that switches really quickly. There's an air off stage, looking for another witch twist opportunity, not trying to let Atomic land again. What's the left trap going to be? We have Atomic gyroing out of disadvantage, but Lima doesn't care as he immediately dives right back in with every tool bay that it has in her tool shed, rather. Okay. Ooh. The Lima SD, it's a classic. Ooh. It's a classic. It happens all the time. You really don't need to worry about it. It's always prevalent. It could be happening anytime, but Lima still stays locked in. It's pretty much not a mental deterrent whatsoever.
Yeah, just brush it off.
Yep. We'll walk it off. Lima's done it a million times before. We'll probably do it another million times. Oof.
Tags again. 2v2, but advantage is clearly in the state of Lima. Atomic living off 158 here. Very scarily, but for how much longer? Lima only at that 18%. Atomic just has not been able to get anything meaningful going here in this all-important final game to keep UT Arlington in this series right now. It's going to take a high-class miracle to get him in this. Has to play everything perfectly. That giant laser fat damage is really nice, but get tagged immediately after and not be the way here. You're going down. Looking to try to do it again, but no. Atomic surviving for just another moment longer.
Atomic was ready for it this time around. Actually lands the tag. Uses whatever remaining fuel he had to go to the other side of the stage, so Lima couldn't follow. I can't believe Atomic is at 212% right now. Oh my goodness, Lima, can you put this poor man down? He is suffering.
This man is limping right now. Side B away, not into Atomic here. Looks to reposition Lima. We're going to put the finishing touch on here. Surely this does it, right? Surely it doesn't lift a 230. This is a 224 and actually gets the stock. Atomic, what the hell?
Okay, Atomic, we see you. See, now Bale's probably in that kind of struggling spot where nothing is going to confirm into a kill. I just got to land that straight back here at this point. This guy is falling out of literally everything else because of how high percent he is. So can he land that straight back here? Can he land maybe a jab? Even that witch twist that deep out off stage at that point. Oh my goodness. Yep, got only 15% of a deficit here. Okay.
Oh my God,
no! To take it at will. And Atomic defeats Lima here in this final game of Game 2, putting UT Arlington on the map, keeping this tournament moving forward.
I saw him connect the side B in the air. I was like, surely there's no way. Almost fell out of my chair because I just saw him hit it. I was like, wait a minute, there's no way, right? And just, this man lived till 240 and then comes back on the last stock and does that. This is why I love this man. This is why I always talk about how much I love Atomic as a player, and this man just goes out and does this. Like,
Yep, he is.
God,
Wow.
man.
Oh my goodness. So now we've got our set count here, folks. 1-1 in played games, but 2-1 in score because we have Winthrop coming in from winner's side, so they have a 1-game advantage. But before we continue on with this incredible set between two incredible schools filled with incredible players, we're actually going to throw ourselves to a quick little break. So go grab a snack, maybe go take a bathroom break, but be right back here in a couple of minutes because you do not want to miss out on this action. See you guys soon.
We got a series. Yes, yes. We in the finals after Atomic clutching out for all of UTA's hopes and dreams, giving us now this 2-1 scenario. Like I said, UTA has to win every single game after this. They have to get all the way this full reverse sweep, complete the prophecy, etc., etc. But Winthrop, they are not making it look easy.
Not at all. Thank you all so much for joining us here as we continue on in grand finals of the CECC South Regional. This year we got Winthrop versus UT Arlington. It is currently 2-1 in Winthrop's favor. Whew, what a bear, like it. that was such a minute cluster. And honestly, if Lima didn't SD, that would change the fate of everything right there. But that overcommitment into drifting past ledge, it was, yeah, wild. Absolutely wild. And finally, Atomic just pulled out the absolute Rob Brain Blaster of the, let me get you off ledge, let me throw one gyro into you and jump into you, side B. I heard you like active frames, and I heard you love, blast zone canceling your stock. So here we go. I got you. Let me serve it up on a fine silver platter to you as we pop into game 3 of this set. We are running it back yet again, Crow. Beastly and Peanut are just slamming into each other, butting heads at the opening of every game as we come right back to Town and City. Mega Man versus Diddy Kong.
Man, Peanut Beastly turning into my Shibata Goto, I swear. These two just love just literally running straight at each other, just hitting all the buttons immediately. This is so dope. Hopefully that last win really gave a boost of morale to the UT Arlington team and just told them, like, hey guys, we can do this. We can finish this off. We ain't got no reason to play super scared anymore. So definitely want to see them clutch this out and finish this out as best they can. I mean, Winthrop, they just got to do one. They just got to get this series down. Man, what a crazy way to end. What a great way to start.
It really is. It really is. Let's see what we're taking a look at here now. Roll past the potential grab attempt, though. Beastly, solid percently here, trying to get the Rising Fair, getting away from that Metal Blade. Lemons leaving him unbothered. Challenges the hard knuckle with the back air of his own. Beastly looking really strong here. Maybe trying to switch up the script just a little bit, realizing all the adaptations needed. It does help that Beastly didn't lose his first stock really early on in this game. Definitely will end up changing a lot as we continue on through this set.
Yep, okay, let's keep pushing on forward. Let's see what they can get done. Neither have lost this first stock yet. This is kind of indicative of how they've been playing. Is, I guess, long form, best of 5 for them, like just how much they've been playing against each other. But man, P eating a lot of damage here, looking for the up air. Not quite going to finish off with Beastly. Tries to get that trick. Once again, slip into the up smash, but not there. He says, I got your number, son. Staying in it.
Here we are, 120%, one banana confirm away. Actually challenges the Leaf Shield and the Rush up B as well. Runs straight into that forward smash. They're going to watch out for that power shot. Trying to use the banana to maneuver, maybe catch a jump. I love that both players are just so keenly aware of their effective ranges and hitboxes and just kind of going underneath and all throughout. The hard knuckle over the up smash, finally gets a dash forward throw punish here from Peanut. Jumping around, gets the B reverse on the Metal Blade. The down tilt back here from Beastly is not enough to take the stock though. Peanut getting a regular get into Lemons, but he trips on the banana. What? It doesn't go in.
What? Oh, perfect parry into the grab. Back throw him. Yeah! Hits him with a lemon. Not quite enough to finish it though. Oh my goodness, this is so frantic. This is just the first stock. Dog, these guys are playing like they hate each other. I love it.
Here we go, and we still get a jump, not able to catch the recovery from Peanut though. Beastly still looking for a way to secure this stock one way or another. Finally catches the jump from ledge with the back of himself. But at 140%, you know he's just one tick away from absolutely dying. But here is that Diddy Kong punish game, right? We got banana, we got dash attack, get a nice aerial follow-up too. 23% is not nothing. Sure, you're going to have to hold the back air in the air. It's going to hurt. You're going to take your stock. But Beastly is still very much keeping things even and competitive here. A lot earlier in the game than it usually took.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Woo-wee. Okay, these guys are hooping for real now. All the chips on the table. All right, Beastly saying, don't worry, guys. I got this. We're going to get a good start. He needs to start accruing more of a lead now, though. This is the thing. They're tied up 2 stocks apiece. But Beastly has to start pulling ahead, make this not look as close. Every single time in this series, him and Peanut have fought. It's always gone down to that, last stock scenario for both players. Beastly needs to pull ahead here.
There we go. We got the banana regrab here, trying to play to the right side. Okay. Tornado. Not going to lead to too much else, though. Okay, now we're just getting sandwiched between the Metal Blade and Leaf Shield. Beastly struggling to now finally make that opening in despite landing the banana slip. Won't go anywhere else. We have the Flame Slash Crash Bomber also almost connecting. Beastly's side being monkey flipping in. Down tilt away. Get off me, says Peanut. Here we go. Stay away. Get away from me. Forward throw straight off ledge. Air turn doesn't catch this time around, but Crash Bomber will. There we go. We see Beastly confirm off that. Ooh, a little bit crazy. The regular get him sniped by the power shot.
That was nice. That was nice. Okay. He full charge. Mega Buster. He's gonna go ahead and get that in. Use shield, get some more damage pushing on. If you can hold on to this 96, it did take basically about like high 100s before he even got that last stock from Pete last time, and now he's looking to get him. 2 tilts in.
Oh!
Pele kick is pretty decent, I would say. And immediate damage returns by Pete. Ooh, nice prediction. Jump down throw in the Metal Blade.
Okay. I like that beer reverse off the little peanut gun. Pop a little bit on Peanut. I see the vision. But now we got Crash Member online. Take a bit of shield damage. Trying to throw that banana full screen. Lemons and Metal Blades make it too hard to approach. Parry the first hit of back air, but there's quite a few more.
Ooh, always keep in touch through that last kick seeming so fly. Banana not going to connect, but okay, nice. Using the hitbox of that last one to secure it.
Forward tilt to close up the stock here. Now we got Banana into down air loops. Look at all that hit stun. Mega Man suffering on the ground right there. 30% taken there right off the bat. 102 here on Beastly though. Ooh. This is a back throw. Oh, it's a snipe with these Metal Blades here. And the Leaf Shield is want to stuff out the Monkey Barrel. And the up B is going to send Beastly to his doom. Peanut again walks away with 1 stock.
Okay, gets it done. I mean, down to 1 again. Like I said, I would really would have loved for one of them to walk away with at least 2, but that's just how close these two are with each other. Beastly and Peanut all the time, every time this series has gone down to that final stock. So 1 life on Peanut surviving in, and Vibe once again coming in that number 2 spot. He says, "All right, the gates are open. I'm your next test. Let's see how
the
fast
Peanut Slayer has arrived." Except in that second game, it was looking a lot closer. It was looking a lot closer. Right? Vibe really just completely locked in for a solid 5 seconds and obliterated that Peanut stock. For a majority of those interactions leading up to that point, it was kind of rough here for Vibe. So I'm seeing Peanut now gaining that footing, that grounding, trying to deal with all 3 Pokemon as best of his ability, right? Maybe not so much of a Charizard problem as much as the other 2 just kind of getting in her face, and Ivysaur being really obnoxious to deal with. But yeah, we'll see if Peanut can secure a bit of damage to Vibe, because right now, Peanut still has not been able to take a single stock on Vibe across these 2 games.
I had a thought. The yawn was getting to me. Yeah.
You got it. No worries, bro.
All that damn Charizard's fault.
No thoughts ahead Charizard. That's all we got. That's all we got. I mean, hey, Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y are coming back, bro. I see you. I understand why we're getting hyped.
Let's get another Mega Charizard evolution just for the hell of it.
Dude, Mega Charizard Z and Mega Charizard A, we're so back, bro. We are so back. Here we go. Popping in small battlefield. Peanut on that 1 stock. Vibe opening up here with the Squirtle. Get a bit of a reverse nair damage. Maybe trying to get something started. But now we got an off-stage situation. Ooh. Not able to punish the Squirtle up B here. And now it's that combo game. Let's get it going, bro.
Ledge 2. Oh, it's with the waterfall off ledge. Push him even farther. So much damage racked up immediately. Peanut not really feeling too happy on his last stock. He's going to at least get 1 stock before he falls himself. Look at that down there. Perfect switch timing. Lining up as well to get back to stage. Vibe now super comfortable on this Ivysaur. I think we've done a lot more work on this Ivysaur. I mean, yeah, sure, we have a lot of Charizard confirmed for stocks, but has gotten so much damage off and so many wins with this Ivysaur as well. Looking to do so here.
There we go now. Peep still playing that mid-range though, which Ivysaur does happen to excel in, but if Ivysaur can't get those confirms for kills, Peep's able to rack a bunch of PAM damage, and there we go! Peanut has finally made Vibe bleed. A stock is going to go down. I would be really happy to give, you know, besides Atomic, of course, like Vibe some sort of pseudo MVP type feel for UT Arlington, because he's been putting in mad work across so many of the opponents he's had to play against today. But finally, Peanut's been able to make Vibe bleed, and this is going to be absolutely massive for Winthrop.
We'll end it with that. Oh no, okay. Woo, Peep surviving. He's barely DI saving his life now. But the back end looks down here into the connection, and the Cyclone pushes forward. Bomb on the ledge, looks for the down air snipe, not quite there. Vibe just above the knuckle. That would have been brilliant for Peep to get this gun, take out 2 stocks, but now he's caught in the bind. He's caught in the trap. Actually, no, maxes out. He gets away.
Oh. All right, down throw's not enough to take it. Peepnuck's still alive at 175% with this much rage. Wow, we saw the Shoryu. You know he's looking for it. You know any solid hit is taking a stock on Vibe. And if you take 2 stocks, he goes for
he tries it again.
He's getting so antsy. He's getting so hungry for it. You know what? I see you, Peep Nut. I see what you're trying to call out here. But Vibe is still going to be able to take the game after losing his stock this time. I think this is going to have such monumental ripple effects for the rest of the set, right? Vibe has been such a strong, like, foundational base. Moving forward here, trying to build momentum for UT Arlington, which then Lima has to now work back, right?
Right.
But if you don't have to give Lima the task of working back this momentum anymore, if you're able to stop it, stamp it out early, that puts Winthrop in an even better position than they were already in.
Yeah. And I mean, this is really dope because now going into this next match, presumably it's going to be Anarchy coming to Ninja. I mean, hey, the past 2 times, Vibe has been at 3 when they came into this, right? So now this is setting it up. It's Anarchy. He wants to win this matchup at least 1 time today before this is over.
Right.
This is the best chance he's got.
That's right. Because every time Vibe walked away, he only had 1 stock remaining. He had that 1 stock to try and deal with CJ Frozen afterwards. But this time, right, if Anarchy can keep it close as long as he's got the leg up and doesn't have to drop to 1 stock himself, this could be massive.
Okay, let's see if it works. Immediately switch into the Squirtle, charge up a little bit of a water gun. See how this goes. Anarchy immediately on the aggressive. Does not want to waste any time here, and that is so smart.
That immediate aggression here, now fishing for any other combo star they can find while keeping your spacing and your distance so you're not getting blown up by Squirtle. I like it here. Get the reverse nair, try to challenge with a dash attack, but finally Vibes in your face. Ooh, commits to a down smash right there, though. A little scary. We're seeing a commitment to an up smash in response here from Anarchy. Even though it's up against the tiny little guys, Squirtle, a little interesting.
Interesting indeed. Now Vibe switching into his trusty Ivysaur. Got so much damage. So many confirmed in this entire series. Now flashing and connecting here with Anarchy, both in the 80s. Some more damage. Bear shot connecting. Switches in. Gets a quick switch out to the big old Charizard. Tries to get the stock off there, but Anarchy looking real nice for Winthrop here.
Yeah, this has always been very dangerous for Anarchy being at this kill percent because pretty much anything that Vibe has to throw out is explosive. But we get a dash attack back here confirmed. Now Anarchy is actually a couple steps ahead. This is pretty unusual, uncommon of a situation for Vibe to be in. Gets the Squirtle up throw, switches on over to Ivysaur, throws out the Razor Leaf and immediately goes to the Charizard for 1, the neutral B for ledge trapping, and then 2, the regular get of getting forward thrown. Wow. So Charizard is still securing that stock at the end of the day, but Vibe is still an entire stock behind. It's looking not super great here for UT Arlington right now.
Ooh, man. Vibe, hold on to this last stock that he normally survives with. He gets encountered. Anarchy killed himself. Third forward air, connected to 2, reposition. See if it's off here. Ooh, goes in, gets met with a knife down here. Vibe connects, waterfall, pushing him off stage. Here we go again. Similar dance from last time. Damage rack up with the Squirtle, switch to the Ivysaur.
There we go. We have the drag down up air. Doesn't quite lead to the combo. Got a bit of a misjudged tech chase right there to the left instead of the right towards ledge. Dash attack up air is not quite going to connect here on Ivysaur as well. Dash attack going to whiff yet again, but you know Anarchy is so hungry to get anything they possibly can. The down throw up B will connect here.
Oh,
Vibe looking for this down air.
Oh no!
Oh.
Barely connecting over there. Just for the up air? Yes. Vibe is so good at connecting on that. Just like that, Anarchy's down to his last. Vibe is on his last 2, but at 93, the scenario is still set for Anarchy to slay his demons here in this matchup. Switches out to the Charizard at perfect timing and take a few more hits onto that shield as well. Anarchy looking to put the finishing touches onto it.
This isn't exactly where Winthrop wants to be, considering that with only 1 stock difference, you know, Memphis can come in and clean up this last stock of Anarchies, but nonetheless, Vibe is still somehow living, bringing us up to 60% at 130% range. You know
oh my God!
The death of him as he finally lands it, and Vibe secures his spot, despite being 1 stock behind as the Anarchy Slayer and the ultimate Pokemon trainer. Oh.
If you can't get it done, bro, if you can't get it done in 3, you can't get it done in 2. Anarchy. Oh my goodness.
I felt it in my bones. I didn't want to call it yet. I didn't want to escalate the energy and hype it up like it was the end of the game just yet because I knew I am a Vibe believer and he definitely clutched up right there. My goodness. That's my go.
Yeah, dude,
good stuff there, Vibe.
Bro, that triple switch save into the up B snatching ledge just now was like, all right, this man is clearly chosen, backed by destiny to win this match.
Now he's got to play up against CJ Frozen yet again. I think Magic will be seeing a lot of Ivysaur playing out that mid-range as we have seen before. I will say last game kind of shook stuff up early on with Squirtle just blowing up Snake, or bringing us up to like 60-80% almost. I was like, wow. Okay, so maybe we'll see a run back of that, but otherwise, definitely expect to see a lot of the Ivysaur.
Okay. You can get it done here. He's won. Anarchy did their best as they could, but CJ can finish it off here. Just needs to get one. He needs to get it done fast is the big thing. Like every single other time it's taking a longer time. He needs to get it done. Keep those 3 stocks on CJ going into the next game because he knows that Memphis presumably is going to.
All right, here it is. Get that chip damage going. Trying to approach with the back here. Will get down or out of shield for it. Taking these trades here with grenade available, but across this war of attrition, all this chip damage is still favoring Vibe here. As long as he can take 1 stock, puts Memphis in a pretty solid position, potentially even 2. We'll see what Vibe's got, you know, in the back, because like you said, once he's in the Vibe zone, it's a whole nother ball game.
Whole nother ball game indeed. What ball game it is? We playing dodgeball. We playing some baseball because CJ has his own home run here. Finish this one.
Ooh, okay.
Now.
Decides to approach himself. Weave in a little back air there. Oh, nice! Catching the landing from Vibe with an up tilt this time. CJ Frozen able to clutch up without losing any stocks. So still, history is being rewritten. As now Memphis, presumably Memphis, is going to have to step up to the plate with 3 stocks remaining up on CJ Frozen instead of 2 or 1. Whew, that could be scary. I mean, it seems like, you know, after all this time, Memphis does not seem particularly afraid of the Snake matchup and knows how to play it, staying away from what you need to stay away from, being very aware of the tools that Snake has. And you know, Memphis is not afraid to slow down the game and just play, you know, hot potato with grenades and turnips if you have to. Right, we saw a fairly, like, you know, distanced and patient stock in the last game. So, you know, if Memphis deems it necessary, that's how we're going to see Memphis do it. Sometimes CJ Frozen might even feel, you know, inclined to approach. We'll have to wait and see. But we know Memphis is just eyeing like a hawk for that one opportunity to just blow up Snake, convert to so much damage wherever possible. The only question is, can Memphis land it?
Hey, man, I was talking about CJ needing to hit a home run and get out with 3, which he did, but now it's going to the dodgeball matchup, and now it's time to see who is Average Joe's and who is Globo Jim, because this is, you know, the momentum deciding occasion. Like, Winthrop just need to get these last 2 done. They need to get it done, and wait,
it's different.
This is breaking. Hold on, this is a toss-up. They're actually sitting at Atomic here instead of Memphis for the first time in this series.
Memphis is going to be our anchor here, or are we going to have Skitz or Kyle in the back instead? Right. Ooh, the mystery. I'm intrigued. You've successfully pulled me in, UT Arlington. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. So here, Rob Snake, right? If I'm going to talk about another matchup, since we haven't had to really see a whole lot of this leading into it. Big thing is, as we always mention, Rob is big. He's getting clipped by a lot of stuff, but can definitely play the full screen with things like gyro and laser. So now the real question is Snake maneuvering vertically well enough to kind of lob those grenades over well at a good angle without getting sniped by laser? And of course, once Rob does finally try to actually approach, is he able to successfully grenade out and not really create an issue for himself? This is going to be a very back and forth matchup where when Snake can start really, you know, laying on the hurt onto Rob, it's going to be very hard for Rob to approach or even play the game. But if Rob gets in, and it can get pretty annoying here. I'm very curious. Both these are going to be, you know, both are such incredible players, but UT Arlington probably having very solid Snake experience with Kyle being around. Curious to see how Atomic wants to convert that into something huge.
Is this the Atomic just doesn't want to have to face Lima just yet? Like,
I love this song. Happy Xenoblade Month, everybody. This song is incredible. Here we are, pulling up to small battlefield. Rob versus Snake. How are we feeling about this one, Crow?
I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think Atomic's going to play a lot more comfortably here. I think he's actually going to be, going to see him a bit more aggressive, utilizing gyro a lot more, because he has to be all of his CJ's grill, tagging with lasers. I just think he's going to play a lot more comfortable.
Seeing the gyro trade with grenade here. Nice catch from CJ Frozen. Gets it out of his face. Gyro is again a mid-screen throw he has to worry about, but is able to pick it up with the down tilt, drops it, and just goes right back to chucking grenades. Here, those lobbing angles I was talking about here. That now has to force Rob to approach from a little bit of unique situations here. Still keeping things relatively even. Nice, we have a dash up throw here. Ooh, both get popped by grenade. Relatively even percent right now.
Ooh. It's caught in the air. Let me finish up here. Up
Nice.
to gyro, but tilt. Tilt to whirl, baby.
Yep, up till right there from CJ Frozen. You know that's going to be hitting a lot more. You know Rob has so many aerial approaches, especially coming right from that perfect angle that Snake up tilt's looking for. So fantastic catch of that Rob back air with the up tilt. Good start here from CJ Frozen, and a good looks overall here for Winthrop University.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's see how much they can finish this. Like, how much can CJ finish this, right? Like, 122 right now, still staying on the first. Atomic does look a bit more comfortable playing, I mean, but he's making a few little errors that we don't normally see him do. So hopefully CJ can capitalize on that and keep him punished. But man, like, he's taking a lot of punishment.
There we go. Oh, okay. Ooh. Dropping the up special. Falling to his own doom. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. But still, CJ Frozen's got a lead to play with here, so we're not going to worry about it too much. We'll keep the game going as we're going to see a Nair trade with a grenade into a follow-up up air here from CJ Frozen. Atomic is taking a lot of collateral here just in the efforts to try and keep up.
Fishing for something here. I can feel the tenseness in the air, Combo. I can really feel it.
Yep. It's a lot. You know that so much is riding here for both these players here as we're approaching on the final 5 or 6 stocks potentially for UT Arlington. Them being a step behind right now, then sending in their anchor early on and actually having those stocks drop. It's getting real scary here on the side of UT Arlington because we've seen the history of how Lima Memphis goes. It is not looking good for Memphis, which means that Atomic's going to have to do a lot of early cleanup work right now to build a good lead for Memphis to play with, or they're going to decide to send in somebody else. But since we don't know, and we can only assume that's going to be Memphis in the bag, Atomic's going to need to do a little bit more to push CJ Frozen over the edge and try to maybe bite into Lima just a little bit.
Okay. Oh, man. Atomic getting us all the way down to CJ's last here. He's doing a really good job. I mean, we saw him live to like damn near 300. So I don't have too much of a problem believing in him on that level, but ooh, man, CJ's just not been able to capitalize on his grabs at all.
We're going to be approaching that percent where the grab's going to be a problem, though. And then Nikita Stageman almost takes the game. Yeah, right, takes the stock this time. The second Nikita angle will end up cleaning it up. Now we're even here, low percent, 1 stock apiece. Not exactly where you want to be if you're UT Arlington. Winthrop fairly okay with this situation, just based on incoming matchups.
Okay. Down to 1 here. Atomic needs to close this out the best they can. Finish it, but no, at the ledge, playing a dangerous game. CJ looking to end it here. We're jockeying for that control. Reset back to neutral. Nice. Charging a laser. Back here not going to be looking too good.
Nice.
Put the back here from Rob, baby. That's clutch.
Wow. And Atomic cementing a proc into back air right there. Beautiful. Beautiful situational awareness and just being able to catch that drift, being able to catch the vertical, displacement to finally secure that stock and come out as the victor. Only 1 stock remaining up against the beast, the demon that is Lima. Whew, let's see if Atomic can put a dent into Lima, but this is going to be tough, right? Only 1 stock remaining here on a character like Rob, who's getting fairly easily blown up and clipped by anything that Bayonet has to offer, and then only having Peach Memphis in the back, who's already been struggling with Lima these past couple of games. Still not a great position to be in if you're UT Arlington. I'm really hoping for an ace, an ace card up the sleeve, right? A Skits or a Kyle here to try and switch things up against Lima. But we'll see. First, we got to see how much damage, Atomic can get done first.
He's gonna have to do his best. That's all I can really say, right? I mean, if it is truly Memphis waiting in that last spot, he's gonna have to do a lot of work here. Atomic rather is gonna have to do a lot of work here to make sure that Memphis is in a great position to send them to a decider game 5. There's the taunts, there's the dances. Let's get it going.
Let's rock. And here it is, the immediate Bayonetta win condition has begun here on a stage like Battlefield especially. We're seeing Lima trying to go deep. Outspace from there in Witch Twist. Oh, using the back air for that horizontal displacement, but still getting set back. Taking 94% in the
He
process
hasn't touched the
and
ground.
counting.
He hasn't touched the ground in a solid 40 seconds.
How much fuel does he have? He's been rationing his fuel like it's a post-apocalyptic world.
No!
Oh, no! And the witch time into the Wicked Weaves forward smash cleanly secures that next stock. Wow. Nobody, not a single person has ever been able to build a lead up on Lima. Lima is always entering that last game with 3 stocks. Doesn't matter who you send in, right? Lima is always walking away with 3 stocks, and Lima made sure to drill that message into Atomic's head as well. Lima's like, yeah, you might have beat me last game, right? But now you're going to switch up your team order? You think you can try and take a stock off me? No, I'm walking in pristine and clean. 3 stocks or nothing.
I got nothing.
There you go.
Like,
Lima
man.
always putting on a masterclass. What else
so
can we
crazy.
say? And now it all comes down to this. Our final pick here for UT Arlington.
Yep.
Who we got? Be still, my Texas heart. Who we got?
Is it gonna
That
be
question mark is taunting me, man.
It's
It's
like
tantalizing.
bro. It's like I'm watching the Royal Rumble all over again. Who's the next entrant? I don't know who's coming in.
Who's coming in, man? Who we sending in? Where we dropping? I guess who we dropping. We know where we're dropping. But
Yeah, we know where.
whew, well,
Man.
hope you're all having a wonderful time here joining us for the CECC South Regional Grand Finals. I've been Combo, joined here by the one and only wonderful, beautiful Crow, and I hope you're all having a great time here. Grab a stack, grab a drink, but make sure you're here for what may be the last game of the entire tournament. Because Lima has been looking real strong these past couple games, but Atomic barely clutched it out, putting UT Arlington on the board.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're looking at stage selection now. How about the edge of that seat, man?
Yeah, just go FD. Just go FD.
Just go FD. Just run it. Just run. Oh man, I'm at the edge of my seat. I'm at the edge of the seat. I see UT Arlington's director in chat being like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, dude. I feel that, man. I feel that, Noah. It is insane right now. We are sending in skits. It's peak. It's peak. My goat, the one and only skits. Let's do it. I am locked in. We are so back.
Okay.
Texas, we are so back. Let's do this. Let us do this.
Okay.
I'm so ready.
I see it.
I'm so ready. I'm so happy about this.
This
I'm
is
so
crazy.
ready.
All right. So,
Not to say that Wario doesn't also struggle in this, by the way. This is still going to be weird.
Yeah, but I mean.
But it's a fresh face. It's a new challenge. And this might be the last game of the tournament, so why not shake it up a little bit, UT Arlington? Let's get it, Skits.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Skits, I'm gonna assume he's been at least, in the facility or wherever they're at, warming up, being trained, having everything, good to go. Because like you have to do that against Lima, who is on a tear right now. As they just took care of Atomic in that one stock, but Atomic right now getting a massive amount of damage on to Skits already, who's sitting at 84.
They both go for the reversal multi-hit up Bs, and they both cancel each other out and send each other at such awkward angles together. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Yeah, but unfortunately, Wario is a bit wide and is going to be getting hit with a lot of things that Bennett has to throw out. Like this aforementioned, up tilt back air. That didn't seem like it was too tight to hit. Oh, okay. See Levi air dodge right past the ledge, but we're all right. We're going to make it back here on Hollow Bastion. Get a forward tilt here, looking for that 2-frame opportunity. Almost lands it up against that afterburner kick. We get the double Farron response here from Skits. Maybe looking for a ledge trump situation. No, returns to stage, but it's getting scooped by Farron. One into double up tilt. And a fair string to follow. Now we're even in percent. Afterburner kick is going to land. The heel slide will not, but still a lot of damage here on the Skits.
He's eating up a lot. Like this is, like I said, this is Texas' last chance. Trying to go for a walk, not quite there. Fishing for something trying to get something started on Atomic, who's, like I said, is still playing very, very hot as they've been playing all series long. This is Skit's first jump into the series, and he has to be your decider to take you to Game 5 that you also still have to win. This is so ambitious from UTA, and I'm really hoping it pays off for them. Right now,
he better be warm. He better be warm, because this is the place we really got to make it count, Skits. But thankfully, like I said, Skits' legacy name here in the collegiate, esports Smash Bros scene. He's been around the block. He knows what he's doing. Let's see. Oh, nice tech here. After the Bayo up air.
Okay.
All right, fair 1-2. Tries to get the fair 1-2. Loops the second hit. Still actually connects. We don't get
Oh,
a
not the
forward,
whip
we are
time.
getting grab release instead, and a witch time off stage to finally secure it with a back air. This is not looking great here for you right now.
Okay,
Double
he's
witch
good.
time pass.
He's good though. He's good though.
Up B.
He's good though. He's good though. He's surviving. Man, Skits really has to dig down deep to try to get this done. Get 3 off of Lima here. Finishing this series. No, he's gonna bike back to stage.
Okay. And Lima is just
little.
out there after the downward angle. Afterburner King just goes in so deep, but this back air connects. All right, now Skits has to delay his recovery. He has to jump back. No, he got so scared. Lima's offstage presence is so devastating. And Skits did not have enough room to make it back. He respected Lima offstage. I totally get that. I would too, as he falls to his own doom. The one and only Wario Mastermind Skits will fall here to Lima. 2 stocks remaining here for Winthrop in this 4th game, technically 3rd played game, 4th points due to Winthrop coming in for winner's side. But congratulations to Winthrop University for taking it, winning the CECC South Regional, already qualifying here for CECC Texas Finals. UT Arlington will also be qualifying for finals, and we got a couple of more, really awesome events coming in for both an LCQ and a specific Texas qualifier to see. Get a couple more teams rolled in and primed and ready for finals. It is so exciting this deep into the season, Crow. We're getting really close to that finals time. It is. It was incredible. What an insane set we had right there between the two. What are your thoughts?
It was really fun all the way through. I mean, sure, it was a little bit shorter. I mean, once again, shout out to Atomic for extending the series one more game, because that was absolutely ridiculous how they were able to clutch that out. But man, I mean, Winthrop, always a scary organization, regardless of whatever game they're playing, regardless of whatever scene they're in. Same thing for UTA, nothing but killers in their facility and on their team. I love both of these squads so much, and I'm really glad both of them are going to be at Texas in May. We got it. I always say this every CEC broadcast, man. The march towards May Madness continues on, and it's going to be so beautiful every single step of the way. I'm going to be paying attention. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be locked in and glued, because I'm going to be there, and I hope to see y'all there as well. We do not have an interview here for the end of it all. We don't have to let the players go about their evening, about their day, whatever time it is over there. Of course, though, shout outs for the CECC South Regional for Valorant and Rocket League. That's going to be happening next weekend. I'm excited to see that. I'm going to pop in on some Valorant action myself. It's going to be super dope. Combo, any last words before we get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, just stay locked into Esports U. Keep on supporting Collegiate as best you can. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary that we had to offer as well. Feel free to, hit us up on our socials at ComboFGC, at Beautiful Crow. We're always happy to talk shop and talk video games, because, we love that stuff. Love that stuff.
Oh,
Other than that, hope to see a lot of you at CECC Texas Finals later this year. You all have a wonderful